Well, hi everyone. Thank you for being here with us through Zoom and Facebook Live. This is March 27th, and I want to welcome Angela Rodriguez, who has prepared a really great presentation for us. And make sure that you have a piece of paper or notebook so you can write down all the tips that she's going to talk to us about. Hi, Angela.
Thanks, Cynthia. Good morning, everybody. No, is it good morning? Well, good morning for some of you. Good afternoon for others, right? So happy last week of March. We are excited to bring you some inspiration and ideas for how to wrap up the month strong and just get more comfortable with the skincare line and technology tips, etc. So let's talk about our agenda for today. We're going to, as our product spotlight today, we're going to talk about the whole use set. Not that I'm going to talk to you for like I could probably talk to you for 3 hours about the whole use set, right? But the vital use set, we're just going to talk about what order do we use the products in for daily maintenance and weekly maintenance, so that we are giving that correct information to our customers when we're doing demonstrations, etc. Also, we're going to talk about signing up customers with the app, as well as some other tips for following up with customers who have purchased from the Vital Use line this month. For tech tips, we're going to talk about Instagram a little bit. Last week, we talked about bio tips, and we're going to add in some story highlights and things like that as well. So we'll share lots of information, lots of tips for you. So like I said, our spotlight is going to be the entire Vital Use line, just to give you kind of an idea of what order we use the products in. A few important tips when you are demonstrating with the Vital Use line: just make sure that you're thinking about the order of the products tends to go by texture of products and their purpose. So overall, we're thinking of, okay, we cleanse, we exfoliate, we do some of our special anti-aging products, and then we moisturize. Within that, I'll talk about when to add in toner, etc. A good way to remember this, if your memory struggles with things like mine does, is practice, but also by thinking of the texture of the products, that when we use them in order, it tends to go from the more liquid texture first, like our cleansing gel, our tonic, or our micellar makeup remover, etc., goes at the beginning. And then we have kind of like that serum stage, the lighter liquids or the lighter creams with the serum, the eye contour, etc. And then at the end, we have our richer moisture, like any of our day cream, night cream, deep hydrating cream, the mattifying hydrogel, etc. So we'll go through that whole stage. A really important thing that you'll want to mention to your customers when you're demonstrating the skincare products is that they should leave it about 15 to 20 seconds between one product and the next. We'll talk about that with our layering technique. And just that's kind of actually a selling point for us as well. We were talking about this the other day in one of our meetings, how a lot of other skincare that you might try, it takes a long time to absorb. So your customers might be waiting, they have to do something in the middle of their skincare routine to let one product absorb before they can do the next. And with our Vital Use line, since, Used is a super pro with absorption, 15 to 20 seconds is long enough. And if you're doing the demonstration, that gives you time to talk about the products in between, share benefits about the company or a specific product before they start the next step. So that's just one little other tip that we wanted to share. So the biggest thing when we're using our Vital Use skincare line is using this layering technique, right? So we're going to layer different products on top of each other to get the best effects, to get the full facial treatment when we are using this routine. So first I'm going to show you the daily routine. So this is an example daily routine. Obviously it will differ a little bit based on your customer's needs, but for your daily routine, day and night, make sure that you're always telling your customer to cleanse first with our cleansing gel or our micellar makeup remover. You might have some people who do both. A lot of us will remove makeup and then use the cleansing gel, especially if you're blemish prone or oil prone, etc. Then follow up cleansing with the clarifying tonic. The clarifying tonic is like a connector between cleansing and moisturizing, right? So it does have moisturizing properties for our skin, but it also cleanses. People who use heavier makeups or heavier creams, it's going to help give us that one last step in our cleansing routine, and it balances our pH, etc. So tonic is like a connector between cleansing and moisturizing. Yes? Okay, so cleanse, tonic. Then we're going to follow up with our anti-aging products, and the order of these two doesn't really matter so much because they don't go in the same place. Have them apply their eye and lip contour cream around their eye area, and really they shouldn't be using any other products around their eye area except for the micellar makeup remover, right? This is a very delicate skin area. Our skin is so much thinner here than it is on the rest of our face. So they should really only be using a makeup remover and eye and lip contour cream around that area. So have them apply that next. Then have them do the skin perfecting serum on the rest of their face. They don't need that on their eye area either, around their neck, etc. And then have them follow up with a moisturizer and work with them based on their skin type to choose the moisturizer that's best for them. For normal skin types where it's not too dry, not too oil prone, their skin tends to just kind of behave itself and they just want the anti-aging and hydrating properties, do the day and night cream. That's a really good set to start with. If they have mature skin, or they tend to have really demanding dry skin, or maybe it has had some damage where it just needs extra TLC, they want more contour as a base for their makeup, then we're going to recommend the deep hydrating cream that they can use day and night. And if you have a customer with combination or oil prone skin, that's when you would want to recommend the mattifying hydrogel, which has that yellow moambe, which helps tell our sebaceous glands not to overproduce oil, right? So you only want to recommend that mattifying hydrogel to people who need some extra oil control. Yes. Okay. So any questions about that, go ahead and put them in the chat, but make sure you do take some kind of screenshot or something to make sure that you are giving these steps in the correct order for just the regular daily routine. Yes. Cleanse, tonic, anti-aging special products, moisturizer. Yes. Okay. Then I'm also going to talk about that layering technique for the complete facial, which is like our weekly maintenance. People with sensitive or dry skin will probably want to do this 1 time a week. People with more oil prone skin will probably want to do this 2 times a week in terms of exfoliating, etc. And so the order is similar, but we're going to add in our exfoliant and which is our micro peeling cream, and our intensive renewal mask. So when you're doing a facial, like a demonstration with your customers, you want them to see the full effects of all the miraculous things this product line can do. You want to do this full facial, which means you're going to have them cleanse. In a live demonstration, it's easiest with the micellar makeup remover, but if they're doing it at home, feel free to use the cleansing gel as well. Then have them, after they cleanse or remove makeup, have them use the exfoliant, which is the micro peeling cream. They need a little bit, will go a long way. They will start on their T-zone and exfoliate their whole face. They want to get rid of dead skin cells. They want to get rid of buildup of oil and dirt that can lead to blackheads, etc. Have them give that a good rinse. They might want to rinse with some cool water after that. Then you can have them apply the 15 to 20 minute mask, which is the intensive renewal mask. It's nice and clear. It's great. It doesn't scare small children, I always say. And then you just have them like sit back and relax. Right. So it's really important when we're asking our skin to do this renewal process. It's important for us to relax to give it its best chance. It's going to work best when we relax. It's a good time to demonstrate some anti-stress or something else that you have in your diffuser during that time. Whenever we are exfoliating or using that mask, we're going to have our customers rinse their face and follow up with the tonic. We want those are things where we want our skin to be able to breathe again after that intensive renewal mask. We want our pores to kind of tighten up after we exfoliate, etc. So always recommend that they use the tonic after exfoliation and or the intensive renewal mask. Okay. Sometimes with that intensive renewal mask, they're tempted to leave it on for a longer period of time. Just tell them 15 to 20 minutes and we rinse. Okay. Then, those are products that also they'll see like a really big difference right away, especially that intensive renewal mask. Make sure you make at least 10 minutes for that in all of your demonstrations. Okay, so we follow up with the tonic to balance pH, clear out any other residue that might be on our skin, and our skin is ready to go for our anti-aging products, which would be that serum and the eye contour. And then follow up with the moisturizer that best suits their skin type. Okay. Any questions about that? This is the full routine that I just sent out to like 20 of my customers this month so that they could do their facial at home. I made a video of how to do it, and I made sure to give them this full order of how to use the products because and I had it in written form and video form, etc. You want to make that really clear so that they get the best results. Okay. Any other questions, any other tips that you would like to add? Go ahead and share in the chat. We also want to encourage you, as you're sharing these products and you're sharing samples with people this month, you're doing demonstrations, really try to provide some kind of incentive for people to take before and after pictures that you can have for your portfolio, because this is one of our sales techniques that most helps build confidence and credibility for our Vital Use line for products. Because a lot of the products like the Eye and Lip Contour Cream, the Intensive Renewal Mask, you get to see immediate results with those. And so by taking those before and after pictures, maybe before their facial and after their facial, but also maybe before they start using the skincare line and after they've used it for a month, etc., try to get as big of a collection as you can to overlay in your other content and to share in general. So you might provide an incentive for that, like everyone who shares their before and after pictures is going to be entered into a drawing, etc. We've also talked about some people might get nervous about before and after pictures. So also offer ways to make it anonymous, where it doesn't have to be their full face. It can be like their eye area, for example, like you see on my screen. It could be something where you put an emoji over their eyes. You know, we edit it with some emojis over their eyes so that you can't really see who the person is, but you can still see the results on their skin, etc. Work with your customers and try to build that collection of before and after pictures. Okay. And remember, as always, when you're talking about the skincare line, try to share the direct product links to specific sets as often as possible. We've talked about this every week, so hopefully this has become something that's really second nature to you. We go into our own personal website from Yoast. We click on Shop. That takes us into the Shopify website, into our shopping website, and we go into sets or skincare or wherever you need to find the products that you're talking about. But you should be able to find most of what you need just by clicking on sets. And then you want to make sure that you're in a browser, not in your app, when you're doing this, so that you can open a product and get its URL to copy and paste. Yes, and that is the URL that's going to have your ID number, like your consultant ID number, right in the link. You'll see it in there, so that it recognizes you as the consultant, and your customers can just click, open, see the sale price, add it to their cart, and check out. Yes, and like we said, it's easier if you at least start with a set, or if you find a set that's perfect for their skin type. Some of us just do like the basic skincare set link, and then let them add on the serum, the eye contour, whatever they need beyond that too. So make sure that you are sharing those links in your stories on Instagram, in your posts on Facebook, etc. Add them to your link tree. We should have direct product links all over the place for easy shopping for our customers. Okay, now we wanted to talk about some other business tools for you as well that has to do with more links. So we want to show you how to sign up customers in the app. So if you're having a conversation with someone and they seem interested in Yoast and they are thinking about placing an order, I highly recommend that you get them signed up right away so that you have their contact information. You remember that they're in your system in Virtual Office, so that we can make that connection. And I see a question in the chat. I will get back to that soon, and I will actually forward that question on to see if we can find some more diverse before and after pictures. I will ask the consultant community and see if we can get some of those together. Good question. Okay, so business tools. Now, when we go to our consultant app and we want to have a customer create an account, we want them signed up as our customer. We want them to have a number that customer number that they can use to sign into our website later. We want to have their contact information. We want a history of the things that they purchase. It has lots of perks. We just go into our consultant app. We click on sponsoring. We choose, consultant, preferred customer, or retail customer, if this is just a customer that wants to sign up with us as their consultant. Then you will see the format that they have to fill out right from your app. It'll show up in your app. You can, if you're with them live in person, you can just help them fill it out right then and there. But if you're sharing it to them, like you're talking on the phone, you're talking online, etc., just click this little share icon at the top of your app from this form, and then click copy. And that will take the link that you share with the customer. They open it, they open the form, they fill out their information, they submit it. It's super easy. So like I said, there are lots of benefits to this of having their contact information saved in your customer list and virtual office. When they place orders, encourage them to log in with this account so that you have an order history, a purchase history, so that you can follow up with them more easily later on, etc. So super easy, do it on the spot if you can, or send them the link to do it on their own. We know that people get busy, so whenever you can, just help them they can fill it out right on your phone, right from your app as well. Okay, so the other sales tool that we wanted to remind everyone about this month was the skincare follow-up routine. Since our skincare is really a good business builder because it's a renewable product, right? Like our customers, the daily use skincare products are going to last them approximately 3 months, depending on how much they're using, how often they're using it, et cetera. And so this is something that we should have a clear follow-up system in place where we are checking in with our customers. We plan this on our calendar and we help them stay consistent with that skincare routine and keep them loyal to our business, loyal to the skincare line, and using it correctly so that they're really happy with the results. So when we're doing skincare follow-up, first, just during this month, lots of people are probably buying skincare because it's on sale in March, right? So check out your order history or product history report in Virtual Office so that you can see who already owns the Vital Use line products. Make a specific list just for skincare. So whether it's digital or on paper, make a specific list of who owns our skincare line, what do they already have, what are their skincare needs, and keep that nice and organized. Then schedule a specific time and day to call our customer. Like you go into your calendar and you create an event that's going to tell you today, this day, you're going to follow up with these customers about their skincare line. So we're going to be really, really intentional and specific about our follow-up. When we're calling our customers, we're going to try to use phone calls instead of text so that we're able to generate more conversation about their skincare needs and their questions versus just a quick message. And you'll probably want to prepare an outline of the conversation and how you want to guide it so that you have that in your brain ahead of time versus just like, it'll be more efficient for you instead of just like talking to your customer for an hour and trying to get that message through. You have a plan for how to guide that conversation and help it lead to purchasing the refills that they need for their skincare. Also, just make sure that you maybe you put on a little Gucci and you boost your energy and positivity before you make those phone calls so that you really get them excited about the skincare line and everything it has to offer and renewing their routine. So, and also just ask focused questions. You want to kind of ask a little and listen a lot, if that makes sense. So make sure that you make the conversation about them and about what they need, and you really take the time to listen and help them meet those needs. And then you'll just want to apply this 2-2-2 rule for planning these follow-up calls, which means you're going to want to make one phone call 2 days after they receive their products. Okay, so you make sure that that they've opened the box and they have started using their skincare routine. This sometimes happens to me where someone buys the new skincare routine. They're like, I'm finishing up some other products that I have, but I will start it in 2 weeks. And then I just kind of adjust from there. That's fine. So 2 days after to make sure that they start using their skincare routine. Also plan a call for 2 weeks after they have started using the routine to check in and see how they're liking it. If they have any questions, sometimes they have questions about what order to put those products in. Or they say, oh, you know what, I really like this, but I feel like I need an exfoliant too. And you can add that into their next order, etc. And then you also want to do a follow-up 2 months after they've started using it. Since we know that the typical cleansing gel, daily moisturizer, etc., that they're using every day, that's going to last them about 3 months. So after 2 months, call and check in and see if they're running low and if they're ready for a refill to make sure that we get them that product in time before they run out and before they need to renew their routine. Yes. So 2-2-2. Follow up 2 days after they receive their products. Watch your shipping information. 2 weeks after they've started using the routine, and then 2 months after they've started using the routine. Any questions about that? Also, we'd love to hear more tips that you have for other follow-up that you do for skincare. What other things do you do? I personally keep track of which products they have, and I try to send out samples for other things that would augment or improve their skincare routine as well. That can be helpful for like the next time that they order their Vital Use products. Okay, so go ahead and share in the chat if you have any other tips to share with us. Excuse me. Oh, these allergies. Okay. And then for our tech tips today, we just want to talk about story highlights in Instagram. So how do we use story highlights in Instagram to really improve our profile and give our customers easy access to our products? And why do we want to use these? Because there's a few different reasons. It gives us access to stories for more than 24 hours. So normally when we post an Instagram story, it's only up for 24 hours and then it disappears. And that kind of stinks because we put some time and effort into them. We add specific product links to them, etc. It's like an investment of our time. And there are certain ones that were like, this is really powerful. This got a lot of views. A lot of people responded to this. I want to save this to my profile. This is a way, by using the story highlights option, we can keep them for more than 24 hours because they get archived, not deleted, unless you specifically choose to do that. All right, then we also are able to use these to make like shoppable buttons for customers. So we can highlight different products or sets on our profile, and it creates a button where they can click. It opens up the reel. It's like a 15-second commercial or a really quick view of that product. And we can, if we add those specific shopping link buttons to them, they can click and shop from those as well. And also, it just provides a preview to your content for people who are visiting your profile for the first time. So let's say they see a reel or a post or a story that you've added, they see it and they click on your profile to see what else you have to offer. This gives them like a quick little preview of that information where they can explore a little bit. So make sure that you choose these wisely and that they are stories that are some of your top products that you want. Yes? Okay, so let me refresh. I'm going to refresh and see if my video was taking a really long time to format this afternoon, but I'm going to see if I can get it to play for us. It does this to me every time. It tells me that it's not ready, but it should be. Let's see. Well, maybe I can play it for you from my Google Drive. Let me see if it'll work from there. Sorry, technology, right? In our tech tips, there's got to be a technology issue, right? Let's see. I believe I'll be able to open it from here and it should still work. I don't know why slides gets kind of special about that formatting. These are videos that I make on my phone. So sometimes when I have to post it from my phone to my computer, it gets a little slow. Well, while we're doing that, I'm going to go over our call to action. Hopefully it'll be, oh, here. Let's see if it works for us. If not, I will just give you the old school demonstration of how to do it. Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting the format go through. Okay, well, I'm just going to go through it right here. What do you think? Should I will try to show you from my phone and we'll see if you can get a clear view of it. I'll have them share this video later as well so that you can see it a little bit more clearly. I'm going to stop share for now so I can show you how this works. Okay, so and follow along with me on your phone, those of you who are connected with me live here. So go ahead and open up your Instagram account that you use for your used business. Yes? This will be good. We'll be able to share together, right? And go to your profile with the little profile picture down here so that you can open that up. Yes? I'll turn off this light so we can see a little better. So click on your profile down here where your profile picture is. And we want to look at this section in your profile. You'll see there's almost like these little buttons down here. Try to adjust this so you can see better. Yeah, do you see these little buttons right here? There's like little circles. This is where our story highlights are going to show up on our Instagram profile. So these little buttons that we create is just basically taking a story and keeping it here on our profile for people to click on whenever, beyond those 24 hours. So in order to add a story to highlights, you have to have posted it as a story on your Instagram account, right? You can't just add something here. So I'm going to show you, for example, my story that I added today. I just clicked the little plus button up here and selected story. And then I added a short 15-second video that I made about allergies because I was suffering with them so bad today. I was like, this is the only content I can make. I think I'm so stuffy. So I chose this quick little 15-second video. You see that? And I used this little sticker icon to add a link to the set that I was talking about, like the good breathing set, right? And I just add a link from my browser to that product, you know, those direct product links we were talking about from our shopping website. I added the link here, wrote good breathing set as the name of my sticker, and it just shows up on my story. So what it looks like is this. You'll see my content, and over here, where's my finger? Over here, you can see there's a button where my customers can click and open it up. Yes? Hopefully my video is loaded. We'll try again. So now that it's up on my stories, I can add it to my highlights by just coming back to my profile and clicking this little plus under my story highlights. Yes, so I click that, and by clicking that, it's going to show me all of the different stories that I have posted to my Instagram account. Yes, all of them, right? And I'm going to choose the one that I want to highlight and just click on it and click next. And then I give that button a name like respiratory. I don't think respiratory care fits. Respiratory care was a little too long, but it's a nice short name like breathing or allergies, etc. And I can add an image of the products that I'm talking about, or an image related to the need that I'm talking about. I can edit all of this. And then I just click add, and it shows up as one of these little buttons. Yes. So these little buttons, once they click on one, it opens up that story, and it has my link live here. So it's like a little mini shopping section that's already set up with direct product links that my customers can shop with. And as you can see, it is like this little preview of our content for people who are visiting our profile for the first time. They're looking for things of like, is this of interest to me? Is this my vibe? Is this the kind of social media account I want to be following and keeping up with? And they're going to look at your bio. Do you have your bio organized to say like, what is your mission? Do you have a link tree or your personal website for easy access to that information? And then do you have your story highlights where they can click through and kind of start previewing your content? Any questions about that? Go ahead and let us know in the chat. Sorry to have to do this the old school way. This video still not ready. I don't know what happened. Something got stuck in the uploading process. So let us know if you've done that before. Let us know in the chat if you've done that before, or if you have any questions about it. And again, you don't need every single product on there, but I would recommend like 5 or 6. Try to have like 5 or 6 story highlights up for your top products that you talk about the most, so that people can access them quickly. Okay, good. And then I'm going to share screen again, and we can start. Let's see. And we can start with our call to action. Cynthia, I don't know what I did here. It's not letting me share my screen. Oh, from here it will. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so our call to action today is for this week to wrap up March strong. Try to sell 3 vital used sets. Talk to your customers, listen to their needs, and share a set that you would most recommend for them to get started. Any other complementary items that you recommend that they add to it. Try to sell 3 vital used sets. And we know this for mature skin, for radiant skin, for basic skincare, etc. There's all kinds of options to really personalize for our customers. So write that on your to-do list. 3 sets. Let us know in the chat if you're shooting for more. Maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 10. How many sets are you going to sell this week to wrap up March strong? And I would just want to say thank you so much, everyone who's able to join us live, for your contributions in the chat. And I hope that you've gotten some ideas to really push your business forward and end this month on a very strong note. We're going to just take a quick pause. For those of you who are with us live, we're going to share some time-specific reminders that you'll need to know for wrapping up this week.